What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be doing a review on one of my most carried firearms, the FN503. Now as you can see, it is a very small firearm, and I like that about that. This is the 6-round mag, which is empty. The firearm has been safety checked, and this right here is the 8-round mag. Now, it is one of the thinnest firearms that you will ever feel. That is why I did put a Hogue grip on it, and it's still very thin. It's similar to the grip of a Bersa BP9cc, but wider. And honestly, it feels a little weird without the Hogue grip, but what I did is I found a Hogue grip that fits the FN503 because they don't make one for it. And that ended up being the Ruger Security 9 Compact. Fits this perfectly, doesn't affect magazine release or anything like that. It functions. Now let's get into this. I have about 6,000 rounds to this tiny firearm. But what makes it so nice is it shoots much bigger than its size. For instance, this is a very small firearm with a 3-inch barrel, a single stack, and it shoots like a much bigger, double stack, a heavier firearm, and so on. Even though it's a pocket pistol, it is probably one of the best shooting pocket pistols out there. Also, it has a metal trigger on it, a very light trigger pull. Now, the first trigger pull is a little long, but it's light, and it's smooth, and it's clean. It is a great defensive trigger, in my opinion. Also, it's a great looking firearm, but this thing is beyond easy to conceal. And what I do is I carry it in a bore-eye pocket holster with the 6-round flush magazine. 6+1, you can't beat it of an FN503 with reliability. Like I said, so I don't know exactly how many rounds on this firearm. It's been hard to keep track. I didn't start my log till, a year or so ago, but probably somewhere between the 4,000 and 6,000 round count. Not 100% sure, so we'll just say 5,000, 4,000, something like that. But it's been 100% reliable, and it shoots up hollow points like it's like nothing else. And here's the thing. So I once took this firearm, and I was just racking the slide and messing with it, and lint started falling out. I kid you not. And it was because I was carrying it pocket carry. So what you need to remember is, depending on what you do for a job or where you're pocket carrying, it gets dirty quick. So make sure you maintain your firearm. Also, this is one of my most used and worn firearms. As you can see, there's all this, from drawing and practice, but there's also all these dents, and that's like lint that I can clean out of there. I just haven't. But basically, this thing has been through so much. When you pocket carry and you're active, this thing bumps on stuff, hits stuff, rubs up against stuff. While training before, I've dinged it on stuff, hiding behind barrels and shooting, stuff like that, shooting from cover. And honestly, I've dinged this thing up pretty bad, and it's still 100% reliable. The thing also, I went to my aunt's house one day to go shooting, and I realized I didn't clean it for like 2 weeks while working and stuff like that. And when the second I shot, it wasn't just regular smoke. It was dust and dirt and just junk coming out of there from being in my pocket. And the thing ran smooth and reliable as can be. Now, I usually keep Speer Gold Dots in here, but I also do carry Critical Duties in this thing. And this thing has just performed perfectly. I honestly consider it one of my most reliable firearms, not because of its round count, but simply because of what it's been through, how dirty it's gotten, and it still shoots and goes bang every time. And now we'll get back on the topic of how it shoots for its size. Now, as you can see, this thing is a tiny little thing. Very small. Can fit in your, in the size of your hand very easily. And this thing shoots so nice. Now, it is a little top heavy. I basically look at it as if an XD was shrunk down. It is a heavier firearm. It's not as light as a Glock 43 by all means, or a Shield, but that is a nice thing while pocket carrying. When you're pocket carrying, you realize you don't have to pull up your belt. Your pocket holds your firearm perfectly. It's no big deal. But what you do notice is when shooting it, it is very flat and it is not snappy at all. This thing is just perfect for a pocket pistol. It's FN, so it's going to be as reliable as it can be. It's thinner than a double stack Micro 9, even with the Hogue grip. And the thing is ergonomic. Comes with 3-dot white sights. And it's, yes, people will say, oh, it's thick, or, it's thick this way or whatever. Honestly, it feels really good in the hand. Go to the range and shoot it. But yeah, I trust this thing with my life. That's why I made videos saying, going to get the mail, going here, and no, I'm not taking my Glock 19. No, I'm not taking my Glock 26. I feel perfectly comfortable with my FN503. This is a true firearm that I would literally put my life on the line for it. I would trust this in any situation. And it's been there. And obviously people are going to say, oh, just carry a Hellcat. Oh, just carry a SIG P365. But here's why I say no. This thing is like a little tank, so it can take a lot. So when you're pocket carrying it and it's bumping into stuff, getting hit, this thing, it doesn't affect it. This thing is battle tested, it is proven, as you can see all the wear and tear, and this thing runs great, and I still carry it every single day. I don't care that it's single stack, I care that it's reliable and that it's built like a tank. And when it comes to other pocket pistols, this is going to be one of the best shooting firearms out there. I feel very confident that if I was going to draw down, shots are going to be very flat, very easy, and with hollow points. I do have shorts out there of me shooting hollow points out of this thing, and this thing is so easy to get follow-up shots on target. It is a great firearm. And to be honest, even if you were to make it your main carry firearm, not just a backup like I mainly use it for, a pocket carry, if you have 8+1 of a firearm that shoots as good as the FN503, you're golden. I know a lot of people say 10 is the minimum. I usually say 9+1 is the minimum. But with the FN503, I trust 8+1. I trust it with this firearm. On top of that, so these magazines are the best magazines. I've kept hollow points in that firearm since I got it. That's, 2.5 years. Since I got it, it's been loaded up, and the magazines are still as strong as ever. The FN503, actually, the magazines at first were so strong, the springs were so strong that when I would take the magazine out, it would actually drop another round because it would just come loose because the round would come loose from the spring being so strong. I don't have that happen anymore. It never caused malfunctions or anything. It was just simply while taking the mag out if you had rounds in there still. Now, honestly, if you carry a Glock 43, because someone may ask me to make this video, this compared to a Glock 43 is going to be a whole different ball game. So this shoots much smoother than a 43. It is smaller than a 43. It's about as thin as a 43. But I would say this is much more of a tank. It is built much more to last. It is stronger. And like I said, a flatter shooter. So the FN503 is definitely one of my favorite carry firearms. I don't care that it's single stack. What matters more to me is that I can shoot it well and also reliability. And those are two things that I know I can find in the FN503. Thanks for watching.